Hey guys, so before we start this podcast, I want to give a big disclaimer that I recently haven't been active as much on my podcast only because of high school and stuff, and I gotta balance it out. Also, school's ending soon for me, and so a lot of tests and stuff are coming up at the moment, so please excuse my really bad uploading schedule. Let's get started. Disclaimer before we start this podcast, there are going to be some sensitive words and sensitive topics coming up. Disclaimer again, there are going to be sensitive words and sensitive topics coming up. Enjoy. Hey guys, welcome back to Haha Blueberries podcast. I'm your host Blueberry, and let's jump right in. Okay, is it just me, or have we all been in a situational problem where we're stuck in the middle between two people arguing over something, and then them dragging you in? If not, then good, because you are not missing out. Let me explain. I find drama kind of like the most controversial thing being in high school. It's almost like getting canceled, but worse. Now, you may be thinking, like, what? Like, no way, you know? But it's true. Being in drama is so bad because it mostly ruins your reputation being in high school. Then, after the drama, some of those people who are involved still can't get over it, which makes them want to start rumors, which again goes back into a circle and becomes drama all over again, or physical fighting, or just a lot of miscommunication issues. Now, has that happened in my high school? Oh my gosh, yes, 100%. At my school, it's always going to be a circle. But I'm not saying there's not drama every day. It's just I don't hear drama every day, you know? But drama is never going to stop. It's one of those things like history that will keep on progressing even if we DIED. It's kind of like history. It's never going to end. And people who are going to be born into that history is going to stay in that history, you know? But yeah. Now, my perspective, when I'm involved in dramas in high school, I try to stay out of it because it can cause your name being thrown around in school. Then people coming up to you and might want to fight you. Also, high school drama is way more different than middle school drama. If you heard or know a recent drama because someone or a friend told you, keep your mouth shut. You can think of this as being the quiet kid who knows everything. Because when people are feeding you secrets of the dramas that are happening in high school recently, you feel the need to like tell somebody, but you really can't. I find that when people tell me drama, it's mostly because you may be a trustable person to tell it to, and maybe they just want to tell you it because they can't keep it a secret. Now, I have heard a lot of things just being in high school for these last few months, and I really love it. A lot, actually. LOL. Now, I think there's a lot of big questions that comes into getting into drama. And for that, I want people to get prepared for what you're going to get involved in. So, one of the questions that gets asked pretty much often is, in high school that I've been hearing a lot is being in drama really safe? The risk of being in drama in high school is like putting your life on jeopardy. It's almost the most scariest thing ever for sure. Like some people call it a quick way to not see life ever again. Now, this includes yourself in drama that could lead you in your own body into the ER. The possibility of that is high at risk. And posting it online might make the chances rise higher when walking into a school building. If you're not careful of your surroundings, you may want to think twice and look again, because those people will jump out anywhere and come after you like if you're a mafia's number one target, because after finishing / handling you, then you're done. For sure. Now, you might want to start praying, you know? Haha. I think another question that gets asked a lot is, why shouldn't I post on social media of like the dramas that have been happening, especially for a big example in my high school is Snapchat. This might be a frequently asked question if you haven't been in drama before. So let me explain in a simple way possible. So posting something on social media, it can either like be a big flop. Like I said, it could either be a big flop or it can like blow up. Now that being said, when you post it on such a big platform with people following you on like Instagram or Snapchat, those can quickly be spread quicker like a fire spread. Like there's gonna be seconds of people just having it on their phone and saving it. And once somebody is a big snitcher and just snitches on an administrator or a teacher about the situation, then you're kind of cooked and done for. So that's why you should always stay off of social media when hearing about drama. Just keep it to yourself. That's the most simplest way I'm going to put it as. Keep it to yourself. So that being said, it's better to be safe than sorry. If you're not being careful, just, be safe than sorry. Now, if you're asking for my thoughts, well, I've been in drama before, so, I know how to give out a little bit of a tip of mine. And that is, I try to stay off of social media and I try to not post anything that involves drama just because there's a high risk of you possibly getting suspended. And that's involving my high school, because my high school has that rule where if you say stuff from a drama that has caused chaos, you might get suspended or even expelled for also being involved in the drama. That also just includes you being drama. So if you were not involved in it, but you posted on social media and people saw it, you're technically now involved in the drama, even though you didn't even touch a finger or lay a finger on that person. So this being said, it just won't look good on your high school application when you're handing it into colleges. And it's kind of crazy when you think of that. You're like, wow, that little small thing could really ruin my whole life. To be in college, the answer is yes, it can. College is kind of like your whole life, so just be careful when you get yourself involved in drama that you shouldn't be involved in. So this is the next day of me recording this podcast episode. Usually podcast episodes shouldn't take me 2 days, but yeah, some personal stuff happened. Anyways, let me just continue on. So like I said at the previous footage about college and stuff, it's kind of your whole life. Now, I went on to the topic about why you shouldn't post on social media and is drama really safe. Now I think we're gonna get into one of the last topics, I think. So anyways, there's actually a couple of things. So one of them actually is to stand up for yourself after being in drama. So standing up for yourself is not as bad if you think of this. So for example, it could be the next day of the drama or a couple days later after you got suspended, but people are now seeing you as a different person. Try to stand up for yourself and try to not let them stomp on you when they haven't heard your side of the story. It's kind of a big thing when you are involved in drama and you got suspended somehow. There's this big thing that goes around being in drama, and I think that standing up for yourself is a key thing. Even though if you're in the wrong situation, you should still stand up for yourself. Don't let those people rot in your body, because then it gets into you and then you want to start a drama all over again. This kind of leads up to another topic is to focus on yourself instead of others to avoid getting caught in drama. Also ignore the opinions of others rather than you worrying about what they think. So those two topics are pretty important. When you focus on yourself instead of others to avoid getting caught in drama, this boundary helps you filter out drama and maintain a stress-free school career. You don't need to care about any drama and stuff. But when you don't focus on yourself and you're involved in dramas, now that is another issue that you gotta handle yourself. There's a tough challenge in a rocky road when you enter drama and when you exit drama. Once you're in it, you can't really get out of it because it's kind of like history. You're in it and it doesn't end. It'll just be behind your back always. So just keep that in mind when you're getting yourself involved in drama. because being in drama will definitely not look good. Now, another one I'm going to be talking about is ignore the opinions of others rather than worrying about what they think. Now, there's two sides of that, of like what they're trying to say. One of them is being mind your own business, and another one is stop being an overthinker. Those two are the signs that it's giving, but the way they say it doesn't seem like it, but I do know what they're saying. So when you overhear your name, you're like immediately to like defend yourself of any shape or form, which is such a common thing. Like even I do it. I'm not even gonna like lie. But I think that when people overthink too much about what someone's saying, that kind of leads to a lot of miscommunication right there. When you don't know what someone's saying and you're eavesdropping, you're only hearing pieces of what they're saying, and you hear your name, you start getting ready to like snap and like fight back about what they are gonna say about you, you know? Which is a big issue. Now, this may take some practice, but over time you can like let go of your thoughts about what other people think. Like the other one said, focus on yourself instead of others and avoid getting caught in drama. So, there you go. Now, another one that I would like to talk about is being mindful of what you say and who you say it to. This doesn't matter if it's a friend or a classmate or anybody, but it is easy for words to spread through school. So, leave private conversations for your most trusted friends. This prevents miscommunication and avoids other twisting around your words. Like, for example, don't tell the girl whose locker is next to yours that you don't like John. That will give only her something to start telling others about. Now, another big one is to apologize for any drama you may have contributed. And this just means like, consider if you have played a role in the drama. Do you have drama with the band kids and football team? Maybe you are parts of the you might want to apologize to either the individual or group involved in the drama to diffuse any tension and wipe the slate clean. So, for example, think about any time you have said mean things about others or started rumors. It's okay that it happened, but make sure you take responsibility and move on. That's just saying just don't talk smack about somebody else, which I'm not going to listen to. Because I think to this day, I still talk smack about people in my school. And it's something that it's a bad habit, but I definitely can get rid of it. But I don't feel like I don't need to, because I think the opinion matter. And so when you speak out about what you say, you say. But that's like a really lame advice that it's giving. Now, another one is seeking attention help. This just means to like recruit your friends for backup by informing them of the issue, like asking for their opinions and, you know, all this other stuff. So then they know like context of like what you're talking about and stuff, and like you not talking about random stuff. Now, of course, you don't want to like be a big snitch and like tell like a staff member about the situation, because then they may tell administrator, and then gets the parents, police, etc. involved, and it just gets really hectic. Now, the conclusion is that don't get into drama because you need the attention or you're desperate to get into one when you have not been involved in one. When you understand the consequences of being in a drama, you won't be able to turn back. So stay safe. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening to this week's podcast. I hope everyone drinks some water, and I'll see you guys all next week for the next upcoming podcast. Make sure to follow all my socials medias down below, which will be linked in the link tree in the description down below, of course. Also, this episode is not sponsored, and I'll see you guys all next week. Goodbye.